Hey everyone, let's quickly have a chat about what happened in May on my channel. And we had a lot of great discussion this month. We talked about speeding up audiobooks and I loved your comments. Honestly, I was a little bit afraid that everybody would tell me that it's sacrilegious to speed up audiobooks, but it turns out almost everyone does it and a lot of you go for double speed and have no problems with that. Wow. Also, I really enjoyed our discussion on balancing booktube reading and everything else. It seems like we really need to be more selective in what we watch in order to keep things balanced. And it was really nice to hear your thoughts and your strategies and what you're doing to get everything done that you want to get done and still have a booktube life. Thank you very much for that. I also very much appreciated our discussion about me feeling like a hypocrite. I didn't really mean that I think I'm really a hypocrite, just it felt a little bit at the end of the video for that. And I really enjoyed the comments in that video. Thank you so much for sharing your stories there. Just the same, I enjoyed your comments on my letter to May and to the Atelier Spaziergang, where I talked about visiting artist studios. And I really liked your ideas there and I wasn't the only one awkward and uncomfortable. Thank you very much for not making me feel weird. And that was one more discussion we had. We talked about judging other people's reading and I really enjoyed your comments, and especially in the light of what happened on BookTube at the end of the month. I think we really need to stop judging others and be nicer to each other and accept our different kinds of reading, looks, everything, and behaviors. But I guess we're not perfect. Thank you all very much for all your lovely comments on all the videos. If you haven't watched them, go back, read the comments, it's awesome. Yeah, and that brings us to the shorter part of today's video, which is the books that I've read. You may have noticed that I wasn't reading that much. Well, that's not exactly true. I finished Neil Gaiman's American Gods, which is a 600-something page book, so it's a big book, but it took me a lot longer than I had anticipated. Nevertheless, I loved the reread. I loved to dive into the story again and to see different things that I hadn't noticed the first time I read it, and I just love the atmosphere and the calmness that Shadow radiates. And I can only recommend this to you if you're interested in it at all. The only other thing I finished this month was Leviathan Wakes, and it is an audiobook of 19 hours, so it's a long read as well. It took me so long mainly because I think every time I stopped listening or I put the audiobook down, I forgot about it and I didn't really feel the need to pick it up. It's still a good book. I liked the narration, I liked the two narrators, and I was really interested in their stories, despite them being rather flat and everyone else being seriously flat. The story is big and epic, and I heard there's a TV show, but of course it's not available in Germany, so yeah, can't check out if that's more appealing to me. Because I think in TV shows or in shows, when I have pictures and faces, sometimes you put more character into people that has not been there in books. Do you feel the same? I don't know. Anyways, if you're interested, it's an epic space opera, and it is interesting and good, and it has super ideas. But I really don't know if I want to continue as a series or not, because I'm okay with how it ended for now, and it's big. And that's what I've read in May. Well, at least until the last weekend in May, because this is pre-recorded. As you probably know, I'm in Barcelona this week. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably have seen that. I have no idea what I've been doing because this is pre-recorded. Anyways, tell me how your May was. Did you have good reads? I managed to reach a lot of the goals that I set myself for May, so I'm quite happy. And I'm trying to read a big book a month for the rest of the year to reduce those in my TBR pile. So let's see if I keep reading only one book per month or if I can get a big book and some smaller reads in there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you in the comments. Bye bye.